Hello, welcome to WAGMI. Glad to have you here for another episode. Bitcoin is breaking boundaries like never before. With prices hovering near $100,000, institutional players are ramping up their investments, and companies like MicroStrategy are placing historic bets on the cryptocurrency's future. Their latest move? A massive $42 billion plan to acquire more Bitcoin, solidifying their place as the largest corporate holder of BTC. But what does this mean for the market? Could we be heading toward a $1 million Bitcoin in the next decade? And how can you position yourself to take advantage of this seismic shift in global finance? Stick around, because in this video, we'll break down MicroStrategy's bold strategy, the growing wave of institutional adoption, and why this could be the beginning of Bitcoin's rise to seven figures. Let's dive in. Let's start with MicroStrategy. If you've been following Bitcoin, you know this company is no stranger to making waves. Led by the relentless Michael Saylor, they've become synonymous with corporate Bitcoin adoption. But their latest announcement? It's nothing short of staggering. In their Q3 2024 earnings release, MicroStrategy unveiled their 21/21 plan, a three-year initiative to raise $42 billion. That's $21 billion through equity offerings and another $21 billion through bonds. This money will be used almost exclusively to buy more Bitcoin.
You know, on October 30th, we announced our 21/21 plan. So $21 billion worth of equity we're going to raise and $21 billion we're going to raise in fixed income securities. And we filed this shelf registration to sell the $21 billion in equity in at the market offerings. So then the next week, we had the election, a lot of activity, the red sweep, and then that Monday, a week ago from today, we announced we'd actually bought $2 billion of Bitcoin. So that was like a $2 billion week, and it's like 27,000 Bitcoin or something.
As of now, MicroStrategy holds 331,200 Bitcoin, worth over $32 billion at current prices. That's about 1.57% of the total Bitcoin supply. And thanks to their earlier strategy of using cheap debt and equity raises, their average acquisition price is just $39,266 per BTC, a stark contrast to today's near 100K levels. But what makes the 21/21 plan different? First, it's the scale. Raising $42 billion is ambitious, even for a company like MicroStrategy. Second, it's the method. They're using a combination of stock sales, convertible bonds, and fixed income securities to fund their Bitcoin purchases. This is a calculated bet, and Saylor is clear about the goal: to maintain a 6 to 10% annual growth rate in Bitcoin holdings relative to new shares issued, ensuring value for shareholders while securing more BTC. MicroStrategy isn't acting in isolation. Their bold moves reflect a broader trend: the growing institutional adoption of Bitcoin. From traditional finance to tech giants, major players are recognizing Bitcoin's potential as a store of value and an inflation hedge. Here's a staggering fact: over 60 public companies now hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Combined, these firms own more than 1.8 million BTC, or roughly 8.6% of the total supply. And it's not just corporations. The rise of Bitcoin ETFs is opening the floodgates for institutional capital. In 2024 alone, trading volume in Bitcoin-related stocks and ETFs hit a record $70 billion in a single day. This surge reflects growing confidence in Bitcoin as a mainstream asset. Let's not forget central banks and sovereign wealth funds, many of which are starting to explore Bitcoin as part of their reserves. We're witnessing the beginnings of a global shift where Bitcoin could eventually rival gold as the ultimate reserve asset. And if you think 100,000 Bitcoin is impressive, remember this: if Bitcoin captures just 10% of gold's market cap, that alone would put it at 650,000 per coin. Now imagine if Bitcoin becomes a key asset in global portfolios. $1 million doesn't seem so far-fetched anymore. Let's talk about the long-term vision. Could Bitcoin really hit $1 million? It sounds ambitious, but when you consider a few key factors, the math checks out. First, Bitcoin's finite supply of 21 million coins ensures built-in scarcity. As demand grows and supply diminishes, especially with halvings reducing the issuance rate every 4 years, the price naturally trends upward. Second, global adoption is accelerating, with more institutions, sovereign funds, and even retail investors piling in. Bitcoin's market cap could easily surpass $10 trillion within the next decade. That would mean prices exceeding $500,000 per Bitcoin. And third, macroeconomic factors like currency debasement and rising global debt make Bitcoin increasingly attractive. In a world where fiat currencies lose purchasing power, Bitcoin stands out as a hedge, a digital gold for the 21st century. So where do we stand today? MicroStrategy's $42 billion bet is a clear signal that big money believes in Bitcoin's future. Institutional adoption is reaching unprecedented levels, and with Bitcoin nearing $100,000, the road to $1 million feels more achievable than ever. But this journey isn't without risks. Volatility, regulation, and competition from other assets are all factors to consider. That's why staying informed is key. What do you think? Will Bitcoin hit $1 million, or is the hype overblown? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got more deep dives, market updates, and strategies to help you navigate the exciting world of crypto. Until next time, stay curious, stay invested, and as always, stay bullish.